New details this afternoon in the investigation into the armed robbery of a USPS driver. A $150,000 reward is being offered for information leading to the arrest of the robbers. The U.S. Postal Inspection Service announced that reward earlier today. The robbery happened back on December 11th at Corbett Street and Creekwood Front Drive. That's in the Love Grove community in Wilmington. Investigators say two men wearing all black clothes and ski masks held the mail carrier at gunpoint, assaulted him, and then stole all of the packages in the car. This is what we know about the suspects right now. They drove a dark green sedan, possibly a Mazda or a Honda. They fled the scene heading towards 23rd Street. Investigators say they should be considered armed and dangerous. WECT has also obtained the frantic 911 call allegedly made by the mail carrier just moments after the robbery. We're going to take a listen to some of those calls coming up at 5 o'clock.